Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now, as you can see from the title, I'm here to do Makeup Geek Damage Sale haul. Now, if you didn't know, Makeup Geek is having a huge sale going on right now. They have products that will be discontinued in the near future, and then they also have something called as a damage sale. Now, what they mean by that is, let me read from their website. Now, damage is their terminology, not mine. What they mean by that is these particular products were set aside because of some slight scratches, smudges or dents. The product is still the product is still unused and fully functional but does not look pristine. So yeah, this sale is truly huge, you guys. They have discounts anywhere between 70% and 50%. The sale is really huge. I don't know why they haven't advertised it very much, but yeah. And when I got the products, now I bought two highlighters of theirs and one foiled eyeshadow. Now this is my first ever purchase from Makeup Geek, so I wanted to try their star products, their most talked about products. So now they do have only few products in their sale, but the sale has been going on for like a month, over a month I think. So yeah. The reason I wanted to try these very few products is because these are the two products that have been receiving kind of mixed reviews, not based on the pigmentation or anything, just based on the performance. Now, for example, the Makeup Geek highlighters, now this is what it looks like. I bought two of the Makeup Geek highlighters. Now, where's the other one? Yeah, it comes in a box just like you would purchase a brand new item. I think this is brand new as well, but an undamaged item. And to be honest, when I opened it, it looked pristine. It did not look like it had any damages or anything. These are the two highlighters that I bought. I bought ABlaze, which is a duochrome. And then I bought Ignite, which is a normal highlighter. These are the two highlighters that I bought. Now when I opened it, I was not able to identify any dents or scratches or whatever Makeup Geek says that these items may have. These were in fact pristine, at least to my eye. Maybe obviously there is something, some kind of a dent, so that's why these are being sold at, oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys what how much I purchased this for. Now normally these retail for $20. Now on these highlighters, there's a 55% off. I bought these for $9. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't think even such sale goes on during Black Friday. The sale is really huge and amazing, guys. I hope you guys, if you like Makeup Geek, please make use of the sale. And like me, if you are someone who's new to this company, this is a great time to order products and test them out and see if you really like them. Now the reason I bought these highlighters because some reviews said that these are blinding and amazing and everything, and some said these are very subtle, so I was a bit confused and I really wanted to try them out. Now the one I bought is ABlaze. This is a duochrome. I know the finger swatches is not very you know, wow kind of a thing. They are very subtle finger. This is a duochrome from I think peach and copper. Has peach and a copper kind of a thing. This is ABlaze, and this is Ignite. Now, these are not brand new products or anything. These have been launched for some time now, and you can find tons of swatches and reviews of these products. But I've heard very diametrically opposite reviews on this product, so that's why I wanted to buy and try it out for myself. Now I will say, when I use a stiff brush, the one I usually use is a small tapered brush from ELF. What I do is I just dip the brush in the pan, and I don't really tap off the excess or anything. I always never do it because I like a lot of highlighter on my face, so my cheeks. So I always when I do it, the intensity is pretty good. These are not subtle highlighters at all. I think these can be applied in a way where these these can be subtle highlighters, but when I tried using it with a dense brush, stiff denser brush, these were pretty good. I think wait a minute, I forgot, because I applied this like maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and now I think it's like 7:45. I think this side I have Ignite, and this side I have ABlaze, and these are really good highlighters. They apply well, they're very, very smooth, they do not have any chunky glitter. Now when you diffuse it, finally when you look at it, you can make out glitter particles there, but these are very, very micro glitters, nothing that you will actually find sitting on top of your cheekbones or anything. These are very, very, very good. Now, have I used something more finely milled than the Makeup Geek highlighters? Yes, the Jouer highlighters are extremely finely milled. Yeah, you can literally, there's no glitter in them, but these you definitely can make out glitters in them. Now the finger swatches are very subtle, but when you use a brush, a stiff brush, these are really, really good. I'm really impressed with the way that they turned out, but I do have a major con. Now the downside to these highlighters, at least for me, is that they emphasize your texture so much. I know highlighters, the job of highlighters is to highlight your skin, and the downside is it highlights everything that comes with your skin. So it definitely highlights your you know, pores and your fine lines, your wrinkles if you have any, and your textures and acne and everything. Yes, they do, but they're definitely, like, if you apply too much, they will eventually, but for example, now the Becca highlighters, now when you apply too much, they do emphasize fine lines, textures and everything, but these, you can even make out that these highlighters emphasize the textures even from a very far away distance. I was really shocked that even when I was, okay, when I see myself from a mirror that's very far away, I was able to make out the textures and the tiny bumps, not bumps, these are you know, the tiny textures I have in the skin. I was really surprised, because usually the highlighters that emphasize textures, they when you look at yourself very closely in the mirror, only then you would be able to see that, yeah, I can see the textures emphasized, and this highlighter makes all my imperfections look more prominent. But these highlighters, even when in far away, you can actually make out all your imperfections in your face, which I don't really like very much. But if that's something that is not a big deal for you, maybe you would like these. But well, it's not like that, like I hate them, but it's like I think I would give these a 7 out of 10. From the highlighters that I've used so far, I think that I would give these a 7 out of 10, just because they emphasize textures too much. You can make out the textures even far away. You don't have, you don't need like a magnified mirror to actually go in and see if you have a texture or anything. These I emphasize texture like crazy, so that's the only thing that I did not like about these. Now onto the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow that I bought. Now this is a shade called Flamethrower, and this is such a pretty shade, you guys. This is an intense orange shade. It has a orange, coppery orange, reddish coppery orange, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very intense and very, very foiled. That is true. Now again, the reason I wanted to buy these is because I think we did touch upon the price. Now the price for this, the regular price is $10. That's the reason I did not purchase these. And also I heard a lot of mixed reviews about these eyeshadows. Yes, not about the fact that they you know, they are very pigmented or not, or whether they are, you know, they don't perform well or not. It was not about that, but some said that they creased like crazy on the eyelids, like in 4 hours or in 3 hours time, that they crease. These eyeshadows don't last. And some said that if you use a primer, you'd be perfectly all right. So, and some said if you have like oily eyelids, these may not work for you. And some said even if you have oily eyelids, they really, like, if you use an eyeshadow primer or something, these will definitely last well. So I was confused, and these retail for $10, and the amount of product that you get here is 1.8 grams. It's 0.06 ounces. Oh, I've been thinking that Makeup Geek offers 0.05 ounces. No, it's 0.06 ounce, and it is 1.8 grams of product. And these all of these products are made in the US, and I think all of them are cruelty free. So yeah, this is, now this goes on, and also another opposite kind of review that I heard was that some said you have to use these only with your fingers, and some said they go on well with a stiff brush. So I was confused. So this time I wanted to buy the shade, and I was lucky to find the shade that I really like. So I used them, and that is what I have on my eyelids, here and here, and the outer corner I have an Inglot, a matte eyeshadow. Now these went on beautifully on the eyelid, even with the brush. I did not have to go in with my finger or anything. They went on beautifully with the brush. But I have a very huge, these eyeshadows have a very huge downside, guys, which I cannot really excuse. Now these crease so much. I really never I know I heard people saying that they crease and everything. I really never expected to happen with me, because all of the people, or all of the YouTubers who said that they crease, all of them have oily eyelids. Now I do not have oily eyelids. I have used eyeshadows without an eye primer, and they have lasted without creasing or everything. Well, yeah, eventually everyone secretes a little bit of oil in your eyelids. It's not like crazy oily or anything. But these eyeshadows started to crease after 4 hours. I was really disappointed. 4 hours? That's a very short time, very short period of time. I'm not sure if you can see. I hope you can see this line here, and also here. This eyelid, hasn't creased very much. Actually, it is starting to, but this eyelid, it's actually creased a lot. And I was really disappointed, because 4 hours for an eyeshadow that costs $10 a piece. Now I have something quite similar to this from a brand called Cozzette. I actually recommend the Cozzette eyeshadows over these, because these are actually called, I think they're called the crystal eyeshadows from Cozzette. But these crystal eyeshadows have a very similar effect on the skin. Do you see how foiled it is? Yeah, and Cozzette eyeshadows have such beautiful colors. Do you see how stunning that is? I absolutely love Cozzette eyeshadows, guys. Now this does have chunky glitter in them, and so does this, but I don't think this has I don't think the only reason these are pigmented and look so foiled is because of the chunky glitter. The formulation itself feels very wet and very pigmented, just like this. The foil ones feel to the touch they are kind of wet and dense. The Cozzette eyeshadows are also kind of dense to the touch, and in addition to it, it has chunky glitters. So the chunky glitters are not the only reason these are so foiled and pigmented and so pretty. But the glitters do add more shine to it. So now the Cozzette shadows retail for $11. Now the Makeup Geek retails for $10, and the Cozzette retails for $11. And the amount of product that you get here is 3 grams, and Makeup Geek is 1.8 grams. This is 3 grams. 1.8 grams, $10. 3 grams, $11. And these are also vegan and cruelty free. So I really, but these are not made in the US. These are made in China. That's the only difference. These are not made in the US, made in China. Cozzette eyeshadows are from China, and Makeup Geek is from the US. They're made in the US. So I highly recommend the Cozzette eyeshadows over these because they give a very similar effect, and they do not crease or anything. They are very high performing shadows. I absolutely love them, and they have a stunning color range as well. Not as large as Makeup Geek's, but they really are good. So I would prefer the Cozzette over the Makeup Geek's eyeshadows only because they crease in 4 hours. 4 is a very short time, lifetime for makeup to last. I at least expect at least 8 hours. So yeah, you guys, this is my mini review on the Makeup Geek damaged haul that I did few days ago, and hope you guys found this video useful and informative, and thank you so much for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.